Hi guys, how are you? Look at my steering, it needs some refurbishment. I'm in traffic, very bad traffic, and for hours guys. When it rains in Nairobi, you can never move. So I've been here stuck for 2 hours in traffic guys, and it's bad, it's very bad. Oh my god, welcome to this channel. If you are new here, you are welcome, and if you are returning, welcome back. We still can afford a smile even in this kind of a situation. It's bad because being stuck in traffic for hours without moving even an inch, and this is what happens in Nairobi when it rains. But today is worse. I actually don't know what is happening ahead of us. I don't know. I've tried. Do you know, at one time I had to overlap. I overlapped and I had to be naughty just to survive. Guys, let's see how far we can go with this traffic. Because the most we are moving is like a few steps, and then we stall for about 50 minutes. For about 50 minutes. Once we move a bit, we again stall for about 30-40 minutes. And guys, we had a downpour that was not that big as compared to the rains we have been experiencing. So I don't know what is causing all this, because it's like Nairobians don't know how to drive when it rains. They just don't know how to drive when it rains. Nairobians with the rains, they don't work. Traffic. Guys, let me see how far I will go with this now, because it has at least moved a bit. Oh my god. Let me see whether I can at least move like half of a kilometer or 500. Oh my god. We are stuck again. Oh my god, we are stuck again. And actually, for me to think of doing this video in the car while driving, it's after a lot of boredom, you know. And I'm telling you, this jam has come from very, very far. I wonder what time people will get wherever they are going, because this is traffic that has snarl up for hours. Oh my god. Does it happen in your location, guys? When it rains, traffic just builds and builds and builds. Oh my god. So you see what is happening is it's raining, then stopping, raining again, and still finding us in the same location. People are turning. You see a driver trying to turn to go back to the direction they came from, and you wonder, are you also going to turn? But when you remember how you left the roundabout that you just passed, how you left it congested, and people become impatient and they start overlapping. Then you stick to your lane, and when you stick to your lane, my god, Nairobi is just clogged everywhere. If you're new here, you're welcome to this channel, and if you're returning, welcome back. Oh my god, you just have to tell me Paula is I'm sorry. Oh my god, this is serious. It means now it has started raining again, heavily. And it's like I can see from the estates, adjacent estates here, it's like there's no power. You know, when it rains like this and then power gets disconnected, then it becomes another disaster. So the road is a disaster, the house is a disaster because there's no power. Oh my god, I don't know what I'm seeing. Why are vehicles reversing? Oh my god. Meaning, if you're at the hill, if you come very close to somebody, then you'll be hit from the back. Because I'm seeing public traffic vehicles, we call them matatus, just reversing on one another. And that's the reason why you should never come, as a driver, you should never come very close to the person who is ahead of you. Because when it comes to the steepness of the hill, those are manual vehicles. Sometimes they don't, sometimes they reverse, you know, they kind of reverse as you go uphill. Oh, now with this cost of fuel and this kind of traffic jam, then we are done, we are sorted, guys. A liter of fuel at 300, and then you take 5 hours on traffic jam, we are surely sorted. I don't know where we are heading. There is somebody who has just decided to come and close ahead of me. I don't know why me. Trying to squeeze his car and just next to mine. And you know he has come all the way, but he has decided to squeeze his near mine. And it is a very new car. Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me see. Finally, guys, you can see I'm in the light, meaning I'm in the house. I made it after a very long jam and stay the traffic. So, guys, how have you been? Oh, do you know that you get so exhausted even in mind when you are in traffic? You get so exhausted and you feel like, oh, tired. So I just got in and because of the long journey, I just decided to finish up my video first because it's important that I finish up the video that I had started. And finally I am back. So guys, have you remembered to subscribe to this channel? And we agreed that we'll be giving you adventure after adventure. And we also agreed that we'll be watching videos up to the end because of the watch hour. And sharing and commenting very sweet comments. We will never do those comments that are hateful. No, we will not do that. We need to do very nice comments and very loving ones, because here it's a matter of supporting and encouraging, but never do we discourage. Guys, I want to tell you a story about why I had traveled. And I did a previous video being in the village, and it is very important to tell people what is happening. Actually, I was on a fact-finding mission on how I can help the youth um, in my village to also start doing YouTube. And I know it is far-fetched. You'll even say you can never be Marwa. Why are you even thinking along those lines? And I'll tell you something else. We get ideas from each other, and everybody was born somewhere. So, if in the villages where you are born, for those that were born in the village, if you don't have youth that are unemployed, then you can keep still. And if there are youth that are just hanging on around the streets there, the village streets there, doing nothing, and drinking alcohol in the village because of lack of employment, you cannot keep still. You cannot keep still, because what are you for? You are supposed to bring development and to even help those that are in need. I believe that the youths in many villages, including Nyabohanse, had lost hope or have lost hope. Like now, the youth in Nyabohanse, what were the 50 plus boys doing there before Marwa came and brought up the idea of YouTube? Actually, they were just there, waking up to drink alcohol. I remember the very first videos that Coco Girl did with Anne in the village. And Chris must rest those days of Michele Ponte. There was a lot of alcohol in Nyabohanse, alcohol drinking, alcohol dance. I remember one time Michele Ponte went to a drinking den with Ankomo, and I think he wanted to shoot a video there, but it was a very sensitive place, and there was even a lady who was welcoming him to come and take alcohol that is brewed in the village, and it was like content, and I believe we could see guys lying on the streets of the Nyambohanse, drunk, very early in the morning. And sometimes David Jr., when shooting, he would say, you see, like now that guy is very drunk and it is in the morning, and oh my God, this is very sad. And there he is holding his camera like this, going going around Nyambohanse, doing his business of shooting videos. And he could meet many drunk boys or youth, and he could just sympathize with them because they have wasted their lives through alcohol. But now you see, alcohol doesn't spare anyone, and especially the youth, because of desperation. They just want to pass time, and they wake up to drink every morning, and the village just becomes a waste. So this particular time, Marwa brought up this idea of YouTube, and it helped so many youth, because today every youth in Nyambohanse is waking up to think of how they can get a camera, a smartphone, it's just a smartphone, to use to shoot their videos, and that's all they need. And it's like a competition, not even a good competition, because every youth wants to acquire as many subscribers as they can. And it's like they give each other shout outs. They wake up to do even manual jobs while still doing their videos, wherever they get the manual work to do. While doing the manual work, they are still shooting their videos there. They keep visiting each other in construction sites, be it Mayugno's construction site. They visit each other there. They drop by. Be it Nastos, they are very happy. They meet and crack jokes, and they are very occupied guys. They are very occupied, and they are very happy. They like what they do. What I like about them is that they don't wake up to just go and shoot content the whole day, walking around Nyambohanse, just doing nothing else. They wake up to also look for work to do, and while doing the work, they shoot content, and they encourage each other, and they subscribe for each other. You see, they give each. Let me tell you, these guys are very, very lucky, because even the ideas, the YouTube ideas that they gather from Marwa, they share it amongst themselves, and that's why you see they are able to grow. And the fact that they have Marwa with them in the village, they are very, very advantaged. I cannot start telling you how advantaged they are, because they do their thing. And when they do their thing, oh my God, they are able to move. They are able to grow. And it's a happy village. Nyambohanse is a happy village. Oh my God. So let me go back to myself. I know you just laugh at me and you'll say, what is this that she's trying to do? I went on a fact-finding mission, because one of the things that you'll say is that this person is not even grown beyond, not very grown, not beyond 1K subscribers. And yet, this person is thinking about showing people how to do something that she's also, an amateur, I'm not a veteran, I'm an amateur. So here you'll wonder that. But let me tell you, Rome was not built in a day. So whatever I'm trying to think about is just an idea. And it's an idea that has come to my mind, and it has to be watered and grown, and after that you get to see how it performs. So first of all, you have to go to the ground and check on the situation in the ground, and see whether there are youth in the villages that are maybe in the village where you come from. You have to go to the village that whether there are youth that are waking up to do nothing in the locality or in the villages. If they are there, and if there is alcohol consumption in the village, then you can think of how you can assist them. And this is the idea that I had even when living here. I said, It's been long since I went to the village, and also those days that I used to go to the village, I never had this YouTube idea in my mind. And I said, now that I have the YouTube idea in me, I have to go and find out if there are people that would benefit from YouTube if this was introduced to them. Because, you know, it is not unless you know something that you exploit and explore much about it. Because right now I do a lot of exploring because I got into knowing what YouTube is and what it does to people. But somebody that does not know YouTube will not even go out there and and watch YouTube, because they even don't have the idea that YouTube can pay, or YouTube can help, or YouTube can keep them busy. They have no idea. So the first thing is to first go and try to fact-finding mission, to go on a fact-finding mission to see whether the young men are there, what they are doing with themselves, what they wake up to do. Is there a better way of making money that they have engaged themselves with? Are they idle? Do they wake up to just idle around the villages? Do they go for manual works? Are there buildings that are being constructed like now? You know, the Marwa Villa. That's a very iconic building that has brought a lot of employment to the village. And you know, people wake up to go there to look for casual labor, to be given casual labor by Marwa. So are there buildings that come up in my village where maybe people go to hang around asking if they can do some manual work to be paid? I have to check whether there are some enterprising people also in the villages, in the village um, where people can do something beneficial. I also had to find out in the shopping centers whether there are people who go hanging around the shopping center just to play the games that they used to play on the cards, on with cards and bottle tops, while just whiling away time. This was all I wanted to do. Fact finding mission. It was. So that was it is not only the boys. I was also thinking of the girls in the villages that finished schools, and most of them got children. Others are just hanging around looking for house girl works, housemaids, and you know, house help jobs and all that. Others are just there, maybe going to the shamba with their mothers. This was something I had to find out because it was important. So this is what I went to do. And the idea of introducing YouTube to them would be maybe far-fetched, and somebody can say no, 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 this is something new. They will not get the confidence to do it. Some of them don't even know how to speak well. And I know and I know you people are right when you think along those lines. You are very right, because even the confidence to do something has to come from somewhere. You know, the way Marwa has shown his people in Nyabohanse how to be confident, and how to, you know, the vigor in starting YouTube. This is something only from Marwa. This is something that has come only from Marwa. So the motivation factor has to be there. You'll tell people, let me teach you how to do something that will benefit you after some time. When you achieve this and that goal, when you get to this and that milestone, you start beating it. And they'll just do it for a day and get demotivated, because they'll wonder now, after this, no, they'll wonder who is my mentor. You know, the Nyabohanse boys are very lucky, and girls, because of the mentorship of Marwa. I am visiting there today, and I'll come back to my home in Nairobi, and I'll leave the village, and maybe they will not see me tomorrow. They may not see me for another 2 weeks. And here, I just want and introduce something to them, and there is no motivation factor. They are not seeing anyone who is very motivated so that they steal a leaf from him. But then I said, I can still think of that, but then I have to go and spread the gospel, the Marwa gospel to them. That when you watch YouTube, you're gonna get somebody called I Am Marwa, and when you get I Am Marwa, you have to watch his videos so that you get to be motivated and to see where he came from. He has got so many videos. So to get motivated, you have to go back some 7 years ago to see where he started, what he did, how he came up to today. The people, remember, the people you are telling that are people that are not employed. Even getting this Wi-Fi or these bundles or data bundles to do that kind of watching the videos, they will not afford. One thing, they are not employed. The second thing, they don't have the money to buy the internet. So guys, it is such a tedious and it is such an impossible mission to accomplish, unless you you go there with help. If you want to help these people, you have to buy them. First of all, make sure that you buy them bundles, because they don't have those bundles, and without the bundles they cannot even go to the YouTube and start watching people that have succeeded in doing YouTube. So how many people can you buy bundles for, or internet for? And where is this money that you have to also go and buy these people the bundles? Do you have enough money to do that yourself? Another thing, how many people have got smartphones in the village? How many people? Most of these people in the villages have got this phone, small phone that we call kababe. It's not a smartphone, so it can't work with YouTube. And I want to tell you something, guys. There's nothing that is easy to start. There is nothing that is that easy to start. Things are very, very, very difficult. And coming to think of that, I tried, yes, and I greeted a few people as I was walking around, and you know, I tried to ask them, what are you doing? How are you doing here? What do people do here in the villages? And they were like, they just sit, you know. We just sit here as we wait for kibarua. Kibarua is a labor, I mean a casual labor to come by. And so we wake up to sit here and wait. And that's what most of them were telling me. Then there's another thing that I learned, that many Ugandans have come from Uganda, and they have camped in my local village looking for casual labor to work in homes, where they can be employed to cater for cows in the villages, fetching napier grass for them, milking cows, because actually most homes sell milk as a business. So most cows are tethered, and they are fed from what do you call that system where you feed a cow or cows from with napier grass that is cut from you don't take the cow itself for grazing. Zero grazing, I think so. You tether, you keep the cow in a shed, and then you feed it with whatever you are feeding it with, while still in that one area or one locality. So this is zero grazing. So most of the Ugandans have come there looking for jobs, to cut napier grass, to take care of the milking and all that, and to work in homes, maybe the cleaning, the sweeping and all that, digging in the shamba. So they have come, and what they have done is they come and hire there are some houses to rent in the village, and they come and take one room, like 5 of them, and they just buy one mattress, and they survive. They sleep there. In the morning, what they wake up to do is to just walk around the village asking for work. If they don't get the work by the evening, they assemble again in that single room, and they sleep there. They can cook something and eat. And now so many of them have come there. They even call that place the depot, Uganda depot, because that's where they come. And when you want somebody to employ, you go and ask around where do the Ugandans live, stay when they come to Kenya, and you are shown their place, and then you go and hire one for your farm or for your cows or for your compound. So there's a lot of labor um, available in the village, and now the local boys and young men, they don't like the Ugandans very much, because they say they have come to take away the jobs they should do. But do you hear the kind of jobs that they are doing? Actually, these are jobs that will take long to benefit somebody, because you go and dig somebody's farm or shamba, and you are given 300 shillings per day, and every morning you are waking up to do that work. You also go and cultivate for cut napier grass for somebody's cows, and they give you 300 shillings per day. So this money will not benefit you much. It may be there to eat, and maybe, but it will never take you anywhere. So I was thinking of the youth as people who should be motivated and inspired to start something that will benefit them in the long run. And because they are energetic, they'll be able to move around and look for content. They'll be able to move around and look for content. And I got to know something, guys, through Nyabohanse, that there is a lot of content in the village. And why I know there's a lot of content is when I look at people like Claude Joseph, who have traveled to about 11 countries. You see them coming back to Nyabohanse and sticking in the village to do the content in the village. Yet, they've had an opportunity to travel abroad, go many countries and come back. But you see, the content they are shooting in the village is giving them very nice views, very many views, and they would rather stick in the right. That's why you see somebody like Claude Joseph has even looked for a job. He has been employed at the Marwa Villa. He's working there now on a pay. And why? For somebody who has exposed himself to traveling. We looked at Marwa as a traveler content creator, and we admired him, and we said, when we grow old, we will want to travel. When we get face that travel task, and you get to know how expensive it is. It is very, very expensive to travel. I would always respect Marwa that he started it and managed, because, guys, people have tried and it is expensive. You see, right now, we have Dimwango, who is doing like the brother, traveling the world and managing so well, because she's a girl who can do very nice content and has done very nice content. She has made money. That's the same thing that Marwa did when he traveled. This young brother of theirs has not done much traveling. David Jr. doesn't do much traveling at all, because traveling is expensive. And I want to ask you guys, don't you think people have a village content? I think they do. Village content is very, very lively. People see how it is in the villages and how they manage their daily lives. Every morning they wake up to show people what they do in the village. And I'm thinking that is why you see village content in Nyabohanse has sold to the world very well, because people have gotten subscribers, watch hours, and now people are even monetized. You'll see somebody like I am Marwa Engineer, and mature, let me say a mature man, has been monetized within a very short time. Within a week, he was already monetized. This is because there is money, there is content in the village. There is content in the village. And that is what made me think of my own village. And I said, we cannot sit still. We better try to just get an idea or two. Maybe you can meet somebody. And when you meet somebody, you get to introduce this to one. And then that one introduces it to 10. And then the whole village gets to have an idea of what they can do. But the biggest hardship that I got, or the biggest problem that I got, is that of the guys owning smartphones. That was where I was stuck completely. I did not even know now what to tell these boys or where to start, because you cannot start by buying headsets to the village boys. And I want to say something. In Nyabohanse, people are very, very lucky, because the few guys that were there, in one way or another, they managed to buy headsets through the advice of I Am Marwa. Their problem was not a headset. Their problem was how to start the content, and they had their mentor there, and that's how they succeeded. Because I did not hear like a headset was a very big issue, but when I was going around my village, the first difficult that I got was that of them owning a headset. They were wondering, where can we get a smartphone so that we can now try to do YouTube or to shoot content. That's a question I could not answer. It is a question I could not answer. And I want to confess to you guys that I came back a very desperate person, a very frustrated person, because have you ever wanted to help, but when you try to help, you end up not even moving an inch? That is what happened to me. I never managed to help these guys. Yet, my mission when going to meet them was to see if I could help them, at least introduce YouTube to 2 of them. Just 2. Then the following week I go and introduce to about 5. Then the other week I go introduce to another 3. I had decided to do that. But within that one afternoon that I moved around, I felt very desperate and very wasted, because people in my locality don't own smartphones. It's very unfortunate. So guys, if you have an idea how we can help these youth in the villages who don't have employment and are hopeless, just drop down in the comment section and advise me. Tell me how we can help them, how we can go about it, because this is my mission now. I don't want to wait and grow. When I have grown to 50,000 subscribers is when I'm thinking of my neighbor. I want to start thinking of my neighbor right now, even when I am at 1K subscribers, because that person can start and move to 2, 3, 5K subscribers and just leave me there. Because they have the youth, the ability to move around. They are young, they have the energy, they have the time. So it's possible for them to grow very, very fast. Guys, ideas in the comment section. Please drop down there and advise. Make a sweet comment. Let's help each other with ideas on how we can assist these young guys. And the idea is for people to survive, to save humanity, because this is the way to save humanity. Helping and thinking about that other person out there who is not in a position to get alive. Guys, I'm very happy that I've arrived safely, and I want to go now and prepare to rest. Mine is gonna be called maybe Mission Impossible. This was a Mission Impossible. Today was a Mission Impossible, because I never succeeded in anything. But I'll not give up, guys. I'll wait to get ideas from you from the comment section, and I'll still try to visit that area again and try to see what I can do. I would want you to advise me. Let me know how I can help these guys in the village to start YouTube channels. That is what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Let me know. And guys, please remember to subscribe to this channel, Never Age TV. Share and comment. Look at the way my eyes are tired. I'm very, very tired. Very tired. And I need to go and rest. It's not easy. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.